There is only one perfect solution, but there are clues that will try to trick our team.
Hello there everyone, I'm Crazy Caleb, and today is actually a little bit of a weirder tutorial today. Today we're going to be looking over TetraVex, and pretty much the manual explains how the game works, but it's actually a really easy concept to learn, so I'm actually just going to be hopping into this full screen. So this is pretty much a diffuser-only module, and what we have to do is, with these tiles, we have to have the tiles orthogonally have the same number to each other. Notice how this 6 and 6 are together, and that would be part of the valid solution. However, it has to work for all the tiles. And now, the interesting part of it is the edges of the entire thing are ignored. So in this case, in the respective positions, take this bottom left for example, the 5 and the 3 are ignored in this case, and they are not part of the solution. They don't wrap around to the other 3, they don't wrap around to the other 1, and that's pretty much how this module works. So what we're going to be doing is just moving the tiles around in such a way that all of them orthogonally are the same, or they are ignored. And a way that makes this actually a lot easier is I first off look for most of these that have like 1 or 2 of the specific numbers. In this case, we only have one of the 5s, and since there's no other 5s that can be matched on here, we know that it has to be ignored, and since it's on the left, it already automatically has to go in one of these 3 spots. So we can take that to our knowledge, and we can move around with it there. We can also take these 2 2s together. If we can't find a spot together where the 2 of the 2s line up perfectly and they don't interfere with any other modules, without any other spots, then we can work with that. So, after you kind of know the gist of the game, it just is kind of just finding the spot that works, really. Just kind of playing around with it and seeing what gets lined up. It's really not that hard of a module, it's just it can take a while if you're not used to the whole concept of how the game works. So, like I said, let's just play around with this, see if we can figure out a solution. And we already know that also, since this little 1 right here, the other ones are only left and right. So, this one already has to be down in one of these spots down here. So let's just put them down here for now. And perhaps try this 2 here as well and see if that works. So let's just play around with this thing. So we have those 6s lining up. We need something for the 4s to line up. Maybe try and put it in the corner here. No, we need the 2 to go there. And perhaps let's do that there. We're on to something, but I'm not sure if I'm going to get really anywhere with this. We might have to move one of these around too. You can perhaps go there. But since we already see that this does not work, because of the 0 and the 3 down here, we're probably going to have to move this one up. And what I'm thinking is that we might have... this is a bit of a tricky one. Let's check this actually out, because it's close. It is really close, because a lot of this stuff is already starting to line up. However, we need to find out, we can already see that this is not working, because the 3 is adjacent to a 0, and the 0 is adjacent to a 1, and so on and so forth. That fixes that up, but we still have the 6 and the 3 problem right there. That we already said that needs to be in one of these 3 spots, so that's already not going to work. Perhaps we can just cycle this up each one's spot and then move this into there. No, because that doesn't work either. Try you down there. Oh, there we go. So now, taking a look at this final solution right here, remember that all of the edge stuff is ignored, and all of the adjacent cells should line up with each other. So starting at the 3, we have the 3, the 3, and the 3. That works. No problem there. The 3 and the 3 should match. The 0s match. The 0s match. 6s match. 1s match. 3s match. 7 matches. 4 matches. 2 matches. 7. 1. 0s. Everything else is ignored. This would be a potential solution, and it does mention in the manual that there can be more than one. So let's check this.
Is the right answer.
And just like that is a solved module. Let's take a look at another, as this is a little bit of a tricky concept to get used to. And already seeing this, we only have 1, 1. So that has to be in one of those 3 spots. So just this is kind of one that requires a little bit of practice with, and there's no real way of, like, actually doing this puzzle efficiently. It's just kind of moving tiles around and making sure that they actually all line up in the end. So 1 has to already be in one of these 3 spots. And I'm potentially seeing a lineup here. So we can kind of just start building off of this specific corner, getting things to match, and then seeing if that works. We can put that up there in the corner. That was actually a faster one. So just like that, you can kind of build off of like a specific spot and just see if it works. And as you can see, this has already been completed. All of the adjacent cells have been matching. 7 and 7, 7 and 7, 5 and 5, 5 and 5, 2, 2, etc. You get the point. All of the other stuff is ignored. We could have also ignored that green 4 down there as well. Some key pointers is just finding those ones that are alone, or ones that simply are impossible to match with one another. Let's check the solution. And just like that is a solved module. That's all the examples I'm going to do, because that's really all that needs to be explained. As always, thank you guys for watching. Stay crazy, stay cool, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.